creating a gas tax holiday takes legislation.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, what are other things that the president can do on his own to mitigate a gas price hike because of Ukrainian conflict? What else can he do by himself? And in terms of releasing oil from the SPR, have you made a determination of how much cost rise that would offset? In other words, what good does it do? Yeah.
Sure, that's a good question, and those are assessments that our economic team's constantly, of course, making. We did see even the anticipation of the release back in December helped lower the price by about 10 cents, but those assessments are constantly being made. In terms of without a decision being made, which I know you're not asking, but just to be clear, there are steps the president has taken in the past, obviously tapping the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. He has also we have engaged with oil-producing countries around the world. That's something we will continue to do because clearly we need to ensure that the supply out in the global market is meeting the demand. And obviously,
encouraging other countries to produce more.
correct. Yes, and that's been a part of our effort, even as we anticipate what impact there could be from an invasion. So, as you know, there's obviously a difference between natural gas shortages and the impact on home heating, which is largely a regional issue. But we have been still in Europe, but we've been still working with partners on that as well, but also on the supply of gas out in the market. Oil, I should say, for gas. So go ahead.
The president said that an invasion remains distinctly possible.
Yeah.
Some senior administration officials said a couple days ago that as soon as this week. Is that still the timeline, or has anything shifted based on the kind of mixed messages of the last couple days?
We don't have a new assessment. As I think you heard the president say, there's a distinct possibility, but we don't have a new assessment of a decision being made either.
And then I know there have been internal discussions about giving a speech like the one the president gave today for some time. Why today? And then the intent behind it. Obviously, it seemed to be looking to hit on multiple audiences to deliver specific messages to them. Mm-hmm. So why today, and why that range of messages?
You know, Phil, I mean, you all have been covering this very closely, the potential of an invasion, our diplomatic engagements, and there's no question the American people have been consuming what you have been reporting. But I think we felt, and the president felt, it was important to be very clear and direct with the American people about what the impact could be on them, what the consequences would be, what our values are, and why it is important to stand by not just the territorial integrity and sovereignty of a country, but also stand among our allies and partners around the world. So it was very important to him to lay out very clearly what's the steps we've taken, the actions we're prepared to take, what's at stake for the United States and the world, and how this will impact us here at home. In terms of why today, it wasn't based on, obviously, as you saw, a desire to put out new policy or based on something new internally. It was just the president's interest in feeling it was time to speak directly to the American people about all of those issues.